Hey everyone. Hey. It is your girl Precious, and welcome back to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Yes, you're live in my hotel room as I am putting the finishing touches on getting ready to speak at Babson College's See Well Spring Soiree. That's the Center for Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership. I am beyond excited, and I was thinking about it today. Like, I wanted to talk about hashtag speaker tales. I have two speaking engagements today in two different cities in the same day. So this is like the double header as a speaker. And I want to like talk to y'all about that. Like, why would you do something like this? How do you prepare for something like this? And so I want to share a little bit of that with you as I prepare to take the stage at 10:30 today. So I know it's 7:30. Why? As a speaker, and I've been doing this for 29 years since I was 16 years old. And before I was a killer pitch master, I was speaking in my high school and at various events around. And I never thought that it would lead me to being the killer pitch master, 13-time national elevator pitch champion, five-time number one best-selling author, international professional speaker, and top Fortune 100 corporate sales trainer. In fact, I never believed that I could switch my hair like I switch my underwear and go into places with hair color like this, or to be a sought after speaker and a trainer in various forms of pitching. So there are times I feel like that line in Nicki Minaj's song where Drake says, "I can't believe we really made it. I'm partly surprised." But let's get back to it. This is a double header today, and quite a few speakers will have days like this where there are two or three engagements on the same day, and they're getting from place to place. So I want to give some of the myths out of the way. Number one, you don't do this because you're greedy. It could be simply that's just how things fell into place. You might have been offered two speaking engagements on the same day and you realize that you just have to be in two different cities. I was already going to be here at Babson College, and I've been looking forward to speaking to the Sewell graduates, especially knowing that some of them saw me when they were sophomores, because the last time I spoke at the Spring Soiree, I had no idea that they would request me to be at their senior event. And also, you might get offered an opportunity that you just never saw coming, and you would like to take that opportunity. And I have to tell you, both of these mean the world to me. So, there are four things I want to address when it comes to how do you deal with a double header or a triple header? Why would you do something like this? So, I want to talk about timing. I want to talk about audiences. I want to talk about the goal, and I want to talk about the opportunities. So, timing. I knew I was going to be here. I knew I was going to be here at Babson. So I came up the day before and had a great lunch with Dr. Shekinah Williams and her team. And then I got to go to a lavender graduation. So I was already just in a peaceful state of mind when I got here. Later on last night, my friends and I had dinner at the restaurant at the hotel, and that was very common to my spirit because these are people who've seen me on my journey. They've seen the growth. They've seen all sorts of things. They've seen me come from nothing to something big. And then knowing I'm speaking to the New York Women's Bar Association and Blackstone today for a public speaking event. What? And knowing that it's a special woman who's an attorney who put me in position to be able to speak. So for my event tonight, there are two speakers. It's me and there's another queen named Stacy. So we're going to turn up and we're going to have a great time. We've done the run throughs and everything. So for me, if I knew I was going to be someplace in the morning and then I had enough time to get back to be able to be in New York and slice and dice, I was going to do it. It also puts you in front of different audiences where you can really showcase your talent, your skill sets, and your abilities. So when I tell you speaking to graduating seniors is very different from speaking to attorneys and speaking to those who work in private equity. Very different audiences. But if I'm worth my salt, then I'm sharing why as a killer pitch master, that there are different types of pitches, there are different types of ways you speak to different audiences, and I can demonstrate that twice on the same day. Since this is my 29th year as an international professional speaker, it warms my heart the spaces that I'm in. Yesterday, I believe Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield posted about me, so I'll share that with you all later. But just think about that. This is a major insurance company, and I did a keynote and I did pitch trainings. So I hope that gives you an example of how you can speak to different audiences and not have the same message. It could be similar to a certain extent, but it's not going to be the same because different audiences require something different. How you do a keynote is very different from how you do a training, very different from how you would do a workshop, very different from how you would do certain things. And so, as a speaker, and as a speaker who's been doing this a long time, it is important that if you are going to work with a speaker trainer, if you're going to work with someone who to train you to speak or to pitch, that they've actually done it and still have their boots on the ground of what works and what won't work, who can listen to your messaging and make sure it's appropriate for that right audience. So if we talk about timing, I'm going to be here this morning and in the evening I'll be in New York City. Not a problem. Then I just talked to you about different audiences and how they require different things. Number 3, what is the goal? So the goal for Babson College's Seawell program is to send off their students, their graduating students, with the message that's going to resonate now and over time. I'm excited to share with them that things aren't linear. Like, you could have done everything right, you've gotten through college and everything, but the real world will hit you. And you're gonna make mistakes. And yeah, you can fail, you're gonna fail forward and all those sort of things. But failure really isn't fatal. I'm gonna share parts of my story that I feel comfortable that they can hear and also know, yes, I'm 45. Yes, a lot of things happen, some good and some bad. But failure isn't fatal. And sometimes you have these unexpected detours. They really lead you to where you are today, where you'll be in the future. When I was 22, and I was graduating from Spelman College, I was full of wonderment. I was going to Georgetown University Law Center. I was coming to New York in that summer. And I had this idea that, every step I take, it was going to be perfect, and it wasn't. And I made mistakes. I mean, I didn't realize I'd get kicked out of law school. I didn't realize that I'd have years of depression and not wanting to show my face. And so now at 45, I can show my face and be happy and want people to know that it can be done and you can do it your way. The goal for this evening with the New York Women's Bar Association and Blackstone is really, truly being able to show how public speaking can truly lead to great things. So as a former attorney in the great state of New York, I have not practiced since 2016. But with my law degree, what did public speaking do? It actually put me on the map. It provided me with paid speaking opportunities to be selected as an expert, to be in the media to talk about different issues. What did that also lead to? Great relationships, lucrative relationships that still pay today. Being invited to events, being able to understand my place in this world through the relationships that I have. So public speaking, professional speaking introduced me to a world that allowed me to gain the clients and customers I really wanted over time. It allowed for my network to say my name loud and proud. It also led to opportunities that are never published. And so, do attorneys need to know that? Yes. And also those who are in private equity. How do you set yourself apart in a crowded marketplace? How do you see opportunities before everyone else does? And how do you stay top of mind? And I'm going to be able to speak to those goals for Babson College Seawell and also for the New York Women's Bar Association in Blackstone. And finally, there are some opportunities that can seem inconvenient to others that are right up your alley. Can I tell y'all that when I'm on stage, whether it's a virtual stage, whether it's in front of the room, whether it's, speaking to media, whether it's all these things, it provides you with opportunities that you didn't even know you were on a radar for. I'm really proud that I am one of the top 3 finalists for the National Association of Women Business Owners. That's a National Women Business Owner of the Year. That's a national prize. And as my other 2 finalists out of Minnesota and Kansas City and me out of New York, think about all those opportunities that come from you're up for a national prize. Think about the pride that your family and friends and network know. I'm a proud member of the Luminary, the Dames, and other organizations. I've come through the Bowery Mission Women's Center, Bottomless Closet, NABO NYC, NABO Chicago. I've been blessed to speak all over the world. In fact, next week, I am doing my first pitch training for a major media and telecommunications company. None of that would have happened if my name hadn't been top of mind. Had I not taken opportunities that may seem inconvenient to others, but are perfect to be in front of my target market. I just learned 2 days ago that on May 31st in New York, that I'm receiving the Business Leader of the Year award. Why am I sharing all of these with you all? Speaking led me there, and this is a part of Speaker Tales. These aren't awards that you pay for. These aren't awards you campaign for. These are awards from people who see you, know you, vet you. And I want you to know what's possible. So as I'm colorful and bright today, so I have on this outfit. As y'all can see, I have on this outfit. I'm going to put on this belt. I have this belt on with it. It is important that for my Babson Sewell graduates, that you can be colorful and bright. You can own your authenticity and step into your power. It took me years to be comfortable in my skin, to be comfortable in my 200 plus pound body, especially when I used to be 327 pounds. And so, Speaker Tales, I hope that this helps you all today. And that you can see that not everything has to be perfect for you to make an impact in this world. Y'all are in my hotel room. I can see one bed, rumpled up one. I just throw things over there. And so, thank you all for coming out to another exciting edition, short edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. And if you want to learn more information about what we do at the Perfect Pitch Group, where we provide resources and we teach and we train and we get you right to slay all competition and to gain the clients and customers and turn your prospects into repeat clients. That is what we do. We do speaker training, pitch training. I've written 5 #1 best-selling books. So please check out our website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com. And if you want me precious, I want you to fix my pitch, come to that site and get this work. And you know how we do. And if you don't know, I am the co-host of the Savvy Ladies Power of the Ass podcast with my great friend, and who's also a vice president of the board, Lisa Zeiderman, managing partner at Miller Zeiderman. On the Power of the Ass podcast, we get down to asking those who are, really big in the financial world, asking all those questions. How did they get to where they got? How did they negotiate salaries? How did they negotiate their place in this world? How, taking things beyond budgeting, but if you do need help with budgeting or investing or just understanding financing, it's great to learn from the greats that we interview in our podcast. So go to Spotify, subscribe to the Power of the Ass podcast, and you'll see Precious, me, the Killer Pitchmaster, and my beautiful and wonderful co-host, Lisa Zeiderman, as we talk shop about how to own the questions you want to ask and to get them answered so that you can step into your next beautiful now. If you're in transition, we have resources for you. We have a dedicated helpline and a hotline. You're struggling with something financially? Call our hotline. So go to www.savvyladies.org. That's SAVVY, ladies, LADIES.org. If you scroll down, you'll see the Power of the Ass podcast, and you'll get information on our hotline, our helpline, and you also see our upcoming events. And we'd love to see you there. And some of you all, you're like, Precious, you school and all. But what you got free for me? So I have two things that are available for you. If you go to my website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com/free gifts, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to give you the first chapter of my fifth book, fifth number one best-selling book, Rainmaking 101 from Day One, Packaging, Positioning, and Pitching. And then I'm going to show you how to make it rain like snow in your business. So catch those T's. The links are scrolling below. If you come and watch this later, that is perfectly fine. Type in hashtag replay. If there are any of the links that you don't get, just comment in the make a comment, say, hey P, I want some of that, I want some of them links, I want this link, and I'll make sure that my team will get it to you. Again, I'm so thankful that you all are here. And if you do find yourself wanting to work with me, make sure you go to our website, www.perfectpitchgroup.com, and check out what we do for individuals. We have the Rainmaker Speaking and Branding Accelerator. We have our new upcoming live events, Pitch Bold, Profit Go. Yeah, get it in your mind, get it how you live. If you want to have me chop and screw your pitch, or if you want me to create pitches from you from scratch, come to see why I'm a 13-time national champion, 5-time number one best-selling officer who's trained over 400 pitch champions. We're not talking about second and third place. We're talking about number one in these streets. Again, thank you all so very much. I'm so glad you came here this morning. And today's episode was on Speaker Tales, 2 speaking engagements in 2 different cities today. It is the double header. It is April 25th, 2024. Let me serve you. And we have a comment. So let me just make sure I always address my comment. Listen, Brian Ego, so happy you're five-time number one best-selling author. My books are on Amazon. Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, the workbook. Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches playbook to convert conversations into currency. My 4th book is called The Pitch Queen, A Woman's Journey from Poverty to Purpose and Profits. And finally, my 5th book is Rainmaking 101 from Day One, Packaging, Positioning, and Pitching Secrets. What? Exposed. So if you are in sales, if you are financial advisor, if you're in those service-based professions, you definitely want to take advantage of Rainmaking 101 from Day One, because I'm going to show you how to really build a book of business. It is not just going to just certain events. There's a whole system for packaging, positioning, and pitching yourself that'll make you go from being a worker bee to what? Queen bee. You want this work? You'll be a make it rain like snow. Then come check us out at the Perfect Pitch Group. Thank you, Brian. I'm so glad you're here, and good morning. And so again, everyone, I'm very proud to be here with you all. I was supposed to only do 15 minutes, but y'all know how we do in these streets. Keep coming back to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. We talk about all things speaking and branding and marketing. And I want you all to know, I didn't just wake up like this. This is 29 years of professional speaking excellence. I became the Killer Pitchmaster on May 16, 2013, when I won the Black Enterprise National Pitch Champion. And Robert Townsend and MC Light gave me those titles live on stage when I won. So this is 11 years as the Killer Pitchmaster. Yes, I've been on Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, built 3 billboards in Times Square, more coming, trust and believe. And that has been able to have me have the type of clients like Google, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Federal Reserve Bank, Intuit, QuickBook, HubSpot. I speak. I've keynoted before some of the biggest conferences globally, and I truly love what it is that I do. Let me and my team show you how you can do that too. It is not the easiest thing in the world, but it's sure worth it. So if you've ever fallen on your face or people have told you that you don't matter, I hope you can look to me and know that at 45 years old, I'm living my absolute best life. And for all the years that I struggled, for all the years that I felt like I didn't fit in, I now realize I was never supposed to. And that you need people like me and others who don't fit the mold to truly show what's possible in this world. Okay. Yes, I'm still Black on both sides. No Brazilian butt lift, no six-pack ass. And yes, I am living my best life, defying all boxes and all the odds. There are a couple of more comments, and then I'll let you all go. Look at Brian's head talking about eye-catching titles. I'm the Killer Pitchmaster. We slay all competition with a killer pitch. Brian, wow. Thank you for coming, Brian. I really appreciate you being here. And for everyone else, if you come and watch this, let me know in the comments what resonated with you. If you need to send this to someone else, tell them why. But I really would love to know why you came to check out this particular episode, replay. And if you miss any of the links, let me know, and my team will make sure that you get those links today. Okay. My name is Precious Williams, proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. So proud to be with you all this morning, and I'm gonna get ready to skedaddle. I'm gonna do a Instagram live, and then we out this piece. We're gonna make sure we over there calm, cool, and collected, because I like to walk in the space as a speaker and just feel the energy, meet the students. We're gonna have a champagne for me. We're gonna have a tea toast this morning, and then we're gonna go ham and cheese. Thank you, Dr. Shakina. Thank you, Babson College Sewell program, Babson College Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program. For those women who would love to benefit from the Babson Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program, the applications are available today. Go to www.babson.com/BWEL. See y'all later. Mwah. Bye.